Check one, two, check one, two. Check one, two, check. All right, we good, we Gucci. Some reason I can't put the right stuff. I will do that later. All right. Welcome back. Oh, you got some feedback. You're gonna have to mute yourself.
All right.
All right, so we are back. Part five. I even messed up on here. This is supposed to be part five. Go. Part five on this Drake versus Kendrick after reaction part. We've already reacted. Well, I've already obviously heard the songs and everything, had the conversation, but I decided to turn my channel into a reaction channel. So I thought I'd go back, re-listen to everything, give you guys a point of view of how I was thinking at the time, what I was thinking at the time, and even there's some new things that I thought about today, a couple of days ago, where I was like, you know what, I should talk about it. So we've talked about it. We're at part five, where Drake is responding to Euphoria, Kendrick's Euphoria, and 616 in LA. He's responded back with Family Matters. If you didn't watch part four, please go watch it. There's a lot that we talked about. It was Euphoria and 616 in LA. We watched the reactions and we spoke on what we thought. And also, also, part three was push-ups. Part two, we talked about 7-minute drill, and part one we talked about like that. So there are some other hip-hop things that I think is going to be going down, which is why I decided to just hurry up and start doing reactions on this channel so people could understand that, okay, RTP Real Talk Perez is going to start doing reactions. And I wanted to start getting some things down before the new stuff comes out. It hasn't come out yet, but new details that I thought about with this Drake versus Kendrick battle that we'll be talking about. Now, we're at the part where Drake has responded, comes out with Family Matters, and at this point, I'm feeling very confident about Kendrick. At the end of Euphoria, I felt like he's definitely in the lead. I'm a little nervous because I kind of felt like, bro, what else could Kendrick say? He said a lot in Euphoria. Kind of feel like he unloaded the clip on Euphoria, and I know that Drake has another song because of the last beat at the end of push-ups. So and it sounds fire. So I'm a little worried about it. But at the end of Euphoria, Kendrick says, "Shh, that's something you don't want to do." Then follows it up with 616 in LA and talks about how he has moles in Drake's camp. What would Michael do? There's people right next to you that don't like you. 20 people in your camp want you as a casualty. Obviously, you're doing something wrong to people around you because they don't like you. Um, at that point, I'm like, yo, forget the rap battle. Drake, you might need to check your circle and bounce. Because he, at the end, he said, what would Mike do? Bruh. There's a lot of ways that could. You talking about Mike as the court case is what would he do? Is he warning him about anything like that? Is he warning him about, Mike did die because a doctor put some stuff in him and he died? Is he warning him about someone killing him in his inner circle? What is he? He's warning him about something, and I low key think it's serious. And at this point, forget the rap battle. You need to buddy up with Kendrick and just find out what do you know or what's going on. What am I in danger of? But Drake feels like he has a nuke, aka the red button that he wants to push. He feels like Kendrick is probably blowing up smoke. And not only that, but we find out later on that he takes precaution in case he does have some inside info. And all of a sudden, Family Matter drops. And I'm going to be honest with you about how I felt about Family Matters and what I thought after it dropped.
Maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying,
Nigga, I said it, I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendly and jazz. You mentioned my scene, I deal with his dad. I gotta go bad, I gotta go bad.
I didn't like that. Right away, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that he said nigga, right? The fact that he said nigga, that is something, that's something a Hispanic would do. That's something a Hispanic would do, right? If put it like this, I'm Puerto Rican. I've had people say they don't like me saying nigga. That's something that I could see a Puerto Rican doing. Like, oh, I can't say nigga? Okay. Next track. Nigga, like I don't think a black man would have did that. So I looked at that weird, like, that's almost like admitting like you shouldn't be saying it. Like you feel like you shouldn't be saying it is what I should say. Like, I don't know. That was weird. But beat drop, and I'm back like, oh my god, because I love that beat, and that beat is nasty with it. That beat is nasty. And again, that's out of all of them. When you talk about a song, that is my favorite beat right there. Oh my god, that beat is nasty, and the song itself is nasty. So I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, he got a video, like a music video. Okay.
Really trying to keep it PG. I was really trying to keep it PG.
And at this point, I'm like, all right, this is it. This is it. Like, people, you can already see everyone already singing that part because we already know we was anticipating it. He gave a clip of it to let you know, like, this is the real one. Okay. Here it is. I'm like, all right.
If you had a set, they gave your ass a DP.
I'm like, okay. I ain't gonna lie. It's a nice bar. Sounds a little weird coming from him. If you got a set, they give your ass a DP. Like, what you know about that? Like, again, that's the stuff that irks me a little bit because, again, it's Drake. And when you know Drake is like, don't be the gangster guy. But okay, whatever. Again, it's a diss track. You know, there's a little bit of rules bending that you can bend on diss tracks. Okay.
Okay. Who really bang except my nigga YG. You know who really bang except my nigga Chuck T. You know who even bang except out there CB. The nigga Cole lose sleep on this. It ain't me.
Now, again, I thought this was. That's Billy says this is Ghost Rider talking. I thought that was not weird, but again, it's like, and maybe because I'm from LA, it's weird to me, right? Because it's something that a lot of people that are not from LA they don't understand, or even from Cali that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people believe that if you're not in a gang, if you're not from a set, if you're not in a gang, then you don't really do gang activities. And nothing could be farther from the truth. Nothing could be farther from the truth. You don't literally need to be from a set or from a gang to be involved in gang activities. Whatever those activities you want to think of, you do not need to be in a gang to be in gang activities. You do not even need to be in a gang. That's why they call it being gang affiliated. You can have family members, you can have neighbors that you're really close to, you can have best friends that you're really close to. Period. Matter of fact, quick fact, J-Rock, really good friends with K. Dot. I know J-Rock from my church. A lot of y'all don't know that. I know J-Rock. J-Rock used to go to my church when we were about 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. He used to go to my church. His best friend went to my church and brought him a few times. I even battled him on the bus. Rap battle on the bus. So his best friend is a Crip from Compton. He ends up a Blood from from what? Watts? Something like that, right? He's a Blood. J-Rock's a Blood. His best friend, the one that goes to my church, his cousins are Bloods. So people think like, oh, what are you? Oh, you're wearing this color, so you're not of this, and you're doing. Y'all don't understand that life, bro. Like, you don't have to be affiliated. You could just have a friend that's it, and you end up banging on somebody because your best friend is that, and they banging on your best friend. And there's so many things. It could be family related. It could be so many things. Doesn't mean just because you're not from a set, you're not banging a set, you're not claiming a set, doesn't mean you're not a dangerous man. Doesn't mean you don't do gang activities. Doesn't mean. So when I'm hearing him doing this tells me like, oh, I forget you're not from a hood. You don't understand how it is in the hood when you don't need to be in a gang to do gang stuff. Like, that's just, yes, Nickerson Gardens, right? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm letting it slide because it's a diss track, but I'm just like, okay. He don't know. Obviously, he don't understand that, but whatever. But it kind of got annoying. Those first couple of things.
That shit fake T. Can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. I mean, it's true, and niggas.
Now he talks about the paperwork, right? Because he's talking about ratting. Can't be talking about no ratting that we can't see. Now I broke down that bar, right? Because the bar that Drake is talking about is the bar where he says, I know some shit about niggas that make Gunna look like a saint. Everybody automatically thought that he was talking about, oh, Drake snitching. So Drake is saying, you ain't got no paperwork of me snitching. He might not be talking about you snitching. He might be saying, there's a snitch in your camp that's saying so much it would make Gunna look like a saint. He could be talking about that. That's what I believe he's talking about. But at that time, everyone was kind of thinking he's talking about is Drake snitching.
For my AP, just like I met your nigga slamming for his main squeeze. Out here begging
the song
for attention, nigga.
Is like,
always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
Now a lot of people didn't like that bar. Some people, as you can see, found it funny. I was like, okay, that's funny. I see it. I see how you can make that type of diss. All right. Hold on, we gotta go back. We gotta go back because again, the song is too nice.
Please. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free. You just acting like an activist. It's make believe.
Tony said I hate that bar.
Saying you hate the girls I fuck with what you really mean. I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. You the black messiah wiping up a mixed queen. You hit vanilla cream to help out with your
like, okay.
Also, Bobby shit, I wanna know what Whitney needs.
And now he's saying, Bobby, I want to know what Whitney saw him. Now we're like, okay, there it is. He's cutting as deep as he can. This is the red button. It's got to be, right? He's cutting as deep as he can. Okay, he's going at him too. Now the bars aren't that vicious like he's going at him, but now he's talking about mixed queen and talking about his wife. So the bar lyrically might not be vicious, but the cut that he's trying to cut is now below the belt, we're like, okay, here we go.
That puppy love was over in y'all late teens. Why you never hold your
And he's talking. He's not saying much, but he's talking. He's definitely talking.
We could have left the kids out of this, don't blame me. You a dog and you know you just play sweet. Your baby mama cash was always screaming, save me. You did it dirty all your life, you tryna make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be day free.
Okay. Spilling ugly tea.
Don't make it day freeze. Cause if your GM is your BM secret BD, then this is all making plenty fucking sense to me. Hey, let that shorty breathe.
Okay. And at this point, he's winning because he went lower and the song is banging. And it's just like, oh, this is it, bro. This the boy. This the boy. You know what I'm saying? They say bring the man out, but he came with the boy, and the boy hot with that flame. You know what I'm saying? The song is fire. Okay.
Hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for free. Yeah, we're not that kind of free. I'm talking about my nigga Dave. Yo man, a Lil K, we call that shit a mini Drake. He always said I overlooked him, I was staring straight. These bars go over Kenny head no matter what I say.
Even that was the mini K. And this bars go over Kendrick no matter what I say or whatever he said. That was a clean bar. In other words, he's short. These bars are going over his head no matter what I say. That was clean.
I know you like to keep it short, so let me paraphrase.
Keep it short, so let me.
Able hit us with the serenade. Niggas say, almost started reaching for my ways.
That shit just goes. I'm like, ooh. I wish you would have just stayed and just worked on that. Like,
Really trying to keep it.
Then he switches the beat, and I'm like, dang. So he switches the beat, and I'm like, oh man. I'm like, dang. That beat and the that was like the epitome of Drake. That's why Drake gets so many passes, because he can make a song like that where you're like, ooh, that's Drake. That's what you can get from Drake. And then he goes into this.
Yeah, stop playing around and take this shit serious, man.
Yeah.
Niggas is a joke. I take it serious though. Yeah. Look.
Right.
If Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga really shooting in your game. That's peace, brother. Y'all ain't getting shit.
Now I will say this. This beat is dope too. It's a dope battle beat. It's a dope diss track beat, not a battle beat. It's a dope diss track beat, right? It's not as smooth as the first one. It's not as clean and songy and it's not as dope as the first one, but it is a dope diss track. It is a good diss track beat. And it is a beat where you could be like mopping him up. And as I'm listening to it, I'm like, I don't think he's mopping him up. And my friend D1 was like, he really didn't say nothing. And after hearing it again, when you hear it again and you're actually hearing the lyrics, you're like, yeah, he's really not saying nothing for a while. But it sounds good, but he's really not saying nothing.
Shot nigga can't listen to the stick talking falsetto, saving for a hip hop nigga. You don't even be a home dog, you a souvenir out the gift shop nigga. Still mad about that one hoe, we ain't even fuck. I just lip lock with her. I get active when it's wartime. I ain't even really let my dick drop nigga. What the fuck I heard Rick drop nigga talking something about a nose job nigga. Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy and doctor never told y'all niggas. Put a nigga in the bars, let a nigga rock, kinda like your old job nigga. House sitting on the no one even really know y'all niggas. Bitches gotta drive 2 hours for you pay them just to give a blow job nigga. Must have started up a snowball, cause my last record deal was 400 M's. These days, that's a low bar, nigga. Hey, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas?
So at this point, like again, all that was like, ooh, but he wasn't really saying nothing, especially as a diss track. He wasn't really saying that, especially to Kendrick. He wasn't talking about Kendrick at all, really. So then he's, which one of y'all next? And it's like, okay, here we go. And you thinking, okay, he going back into Kendrick. Now I'm ready for the bars. Give me the bars. You know what I'm saying?
One of my so-called niggas. Which one of my so-called niggas?
So it's like, okay, I'm starting to feel, at this point, you're starting to feel that beat. Like, all right.
kid, Mad City van.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you, pussy dying. It's a war cry.
Okay.
The music getting played in all the spots where boys got a little more pride.
Funny.
All your friends looking to it later, paying just to find a tour guide.
Okay.
Go run your fucking bread, need to buy some more chains for some more guys. Let me find another street nigga I can take to the game courtside.
Okay.
Let me get a used Ferrari. Yeah. Take the nigga on a horse ride.
Yeah. All right.
Nigga take a spotlight off the fact the boss is a drug down low. Punk sissy from the north side. Rock him talking shit again. Yes, cause you hit my being first.
Okay, he's still not talking about Kendrick. That was a clean ass line for ASAP Rocky.
Talking about your fit again. Probably gotta have a kid again for you think of dropping any shit again.
Okay.
Even when you do drop, they gon' say you should have modeled cause admit again. Smoking 50, but they should put you on the first one trying to get it in. Ask Spring if this a good idea the next time you cut it in a bed again. Shit, even tell your leader boy alone before you get your head split again. Kudo shit made me sick to my stomach, we ain't never really been through it. Lil Wayne, he a fucking lame, so I know he had to be an influence.
Okay.
These niggas had a plan.
So he's just talking about other people. Now, at this point, right, two things. I'm mad because he did it again. He made the diss track, but he's talking to other people. It's like, bro, leave them alone. And I'm mad because I feel like low-key he's trying to use it as an excuse. He's trying to use it as an excuse to say, oh, I'm going at all these people. It's not fair. You're the one, no one's expecting you to talk to them. Talk to Kendrick. That's your objective. That's your target. Talk to him. So I'm frustrated because I'm like, bro, like, it's clean. I like it all. And he's saying some cool stuff, but none of it's to Kendrick. I don't care about these other guys. Get at Kendrick. That is the battle. That's one. Number two, I feel like he's cheating because he has this long, an 8-minute diss track, or maybe it might be shorter. Maybe the reaction is 8 minutes, almost 8 minutes or whatever. But it's a long diss track, but he gets to talk about this person and then this person and then this person and then this person and then that person, and then start talking a little bit about Kendrick. People don't understand that's easy. It's hard to do a 6-7 minute track about one person and get at that one person. It's way easier to 1 minute talking about this person, another minute talking about this person, another minute. You got plenty of ammo. You're getting ammo for this person. I got a good bar for this one person. I got a good bar for this one person. Another minute and a half of a good bar for this person. Another 2 minutes of a bar for this person. It's easier to do that and spread it out, and you don't have to try to, okay, what else can I say? What else can I say? What else can I say? So it's kind of cheating. So at this point, I'm like, bro, this, okay, as far as a diss track, stuff he's saying is cool. The beat is dope. The song is dope. I get it. That's cool. But as a diss track to Kendrick, I'm not going to sit here and put all this and say this was the dopest diss track to Kendrick. It barely was to Kendrick so far, right? So far. So I'm like, this is how I'm feeling as this is going on.
To it. 2 separate albums, this and I just did a Kim to it. Nigga skim through it. Me and Savage had a whole couple of shows, almost had to swim to it. K-Dot shit is only hitting hard when Baby King put his
okay.
to it.
That's something about K-Dot.
And shit kind of got a ring to it.
That's it.
Rappers waving white flags while the whole fucking club sing to it. Murder scene on your man tonight, then come to vision with the candlelight. Body at the fucking body, A&O. Rick reading my Miranda rights. I'm going on vacation now.
That's funny.
Next time y'all plan it right, cause you gotta pay for saying my name. Guess now niggas understand the price, man.
So then this beat comes on, and I don't, to me this beat is okay. Some people really like this beat. To me this beat is okay or whatever. But then this beat comes on, and this is the red button. This is the real red button. This is the real red button to Kendrick Lamar. No matter how you want to, the whole thing is a diss track. No, it's not. It's not. This is the real diss track to Kendrick Lamar. The other stuff was just basically venting about everybody who's hating on him. And he was dissing everybody else. This is Kendrick's diss track.
Nigga went crazy.
And yes, if you look at it like that,
Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Cause I wanna talk to the man in the house. West Coast niggas do phase, right? Come get this ass whooping, I'm handing them out. You wanna take off for forever? Then come get his legacy out of my house. A cease and desist.
Now, the stuff that he's saying on this, they're these are uppercuts. These are like, okay, he's now he's swinging. Now it looks like, okay, it's some type of competition. The first one was like, that's nice, but I knew it wasn't going to be enough. And then when Kendrick came out with Euphoria, I was like, see, I told you, you just got murdered. You should have came harder because you just got murdered round one. Now, round two is like, okay, now he understands how he has to hit, and now he's hitting. Now he understands how hard he has to hit, and now he's hitting. Now he has to go below the belt to do it, but whatever. It's a diss. Hey, no, there's no rules, right? It's a diss track. I'm not mad at it. Go below the belt if you have to.
Can't listen to lies that come out of your mouth. You caught a two-pack of steak and beg them to sue me and get that shit down. I'm losing perspective on me. Boy, when the send beat and I kill you for fun. Your daddy got robbed by top. You stunning and Wayne like father like son. Anthony set up the page. Kojo be charging you double for none. They shook about what I'ma say. But texting your phone like we already won. You tell me what I shouldn't say. But fucking my nigga, it's already done. We already know it's a 20v1. We already know why you went number one. It's clearly because of the boy. The honorable thing is to give me the loot. You right about fuck the big three. It's only Big D in this video proof. My son should go play at the park. Two light-skinned kids, the shit would be cute. Unless you don't want to be seen with anyone that isn't blacker than you. We get it. We got it. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get that you like to put gin in your juice. We get that you think that you bishop and juice. When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense cause she bigger than you? Your back is up against the curb. You digging for dirt, she be digging for proof. Why did you move to New York?
Now at this point, I can say that because I feel it again. At this point, I'm hearing the lyrics and I like the song for the lyrics. I don't like the song because I think it could have been a better song if he swagged it out, you know? Like he did. We get it. We got it. If he would have did more of that, like swagged it out here and there and like mixed it up a little bit, I would have been feeling it a lot better. But to just it's like, come on, bruh. Like, it's like he focused so hard on what he was saying that he forgot to focus on the swag part. He forgot how to surf on it. He forgot how to he forgot the seasoning in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest part. The biggest problem I have with this song, this part of, you know what I'm saying? This part of it. But again, the words he's saying is like, okay, he's saying stuff. He's saying funny things. He's taking shots. He's like trying to expose. Like it's a good one.
Is it because you live in that bachelor life? Proposed in 2015. But don't
Don't
want to make it
your actual wife.
Yes,
That
I
was
swear it
good.
ain't happening right. Because we know the girls that you actually like. The darkest secrets are coming in light. It's all on your face like what happened to Mike. Oh shit. It's all making sense. Maybe I'm Prince and you actually Mike. Michael was praying his features would change so people believe that he's actually white. Time to make you features for change. Get on pop records and rap for the whites. And wait, you say your brother Jermaine, but you want to hear and stay out of the light. Oh shit. Just follow me, right? Cause nothing you saying could bother me, right? I get off the plane and nothing has changed. I headed to Delilah with all of my ice. Headed to Delilah with all of my ice. Headed to Delilah with all of my ice. This shit gotta be over by now for anyone out here that's calling it right. You did. You did. You did. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide.
So, yes, way too repetitive. Drake be ick riding that top 5 So here's another conspiracy that me and my boy D1 was talking about. And that the fact that we don't know if he wrote this, right? Because of the whole ghostwriting thing and all that stuff, right? We're going to fly past that. But we came to the conclusion that this kind of sounds like some Lil Wayne stuff. Like, this kind of sounds like Lil Wayne would write something like this, right? And then even at the end where he says, "You dead," I was like, isn't that like Lil Wayne saying, "You dig"? Like, you dig? So it was just a little conspiracy that we thought about. Like, what if Lil Wayne wrote this? Like, bro, I need one, bro. I need one. We need, And Lil Wayne's like, I got you, bro. I got you. Let me get him. But whatever. Let's
You know what I mean? They hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat on your queen. The picture you painted ain't what it seemed.
And I think the main part about all this was the visuals, right? It was almost like the punches do have weight to them, but there was extra weight with the video and him showing like, what is he doing? It just seems like, oh, he's doing something. You know what I'm saying? It seemed more like, oh, watch out, watch out. So at the end of the day, bro, and I'm not going to lie, this is how I felt then. And again, listening to it now, I feel the same way, which is it felt like he was finally in the fight, but he still didn't win a round. What I mean by that is that still, okay, maybe, no, it was better than 616 in LA because 616 wasn't really going at him and it was really warning him more than anything. But it still didn't beat, in my opinion, it still didn't touch Euphoria. I play Euphoria and I'm like, yo, he murked you. He murked you. I'm sorry. He murked you. So this is what me and my PlayStation people are arguing about, because they're like, oh, you're just on Kendrick's nuts, blah, blah, blah. You'll never say that he won, that Drake won, blah, 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 blah. You can't give him credit, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, listen, bro, the first part of that song, because there's 3 parts, the first part is beautiful as a song, dude. It's jumping, it's dope. I love it. He's not really dissing them or doing anything crazy on that song, but it's probably the cleanest, funnest, the dopest song, right? The second part probably is his best, like, flow and like his best, oh, he's rapping, he's getting it. But most of it is not even at Kendrick at all. I think he probably got 1 or 2 bars at Kendrick in that whole second part. It's not even towards Kendrick. And the third part, where he's mostly at Kendrick, I don't like it as a song. I hate how repetitive I don't like the rhyming or anything. The only thing that's good about it is what he's actually saying is dope as far as how hard he's punching at Kendrick. But that's it. And even with that, as hard as he punching at Kendrick talking about your fatherhood and talking about who you are and how the culture sees you, still, in my opinion, hits harder than what you said here. Because what you're saying here is you speculating. It's you saying, what happened here? What about this? Why isn't this happening? How come she's not following you? It's a speculate. You're giving a lot of speculations. What Kendrick did was say, we don't like that you do this. We don't like that you do this. And everyone's like, yeah, that is corny. Yeah, that is corny. You don't know that you don't do this. We know that you don't do this. Yeah, he most likely don't do that. We know that you do this and we know that you do that. Yep, we know that it hits way harder, and because it's so much truer, it's so much personal, it's more embarrassing. So it just is not the same. So in my opinion, Kendrick is winning this. Like, he won, in my opinion, because this is the red button. So he won. But everybody is like, again, I knew how this battle was going to go. And to be honest, at this point, I'm a little disappointed because I felt like I honestly thought Drake would have put up a better fight. At this point, I'm feeling like I thought Drake would put up a better fight. And I'm a little disappointed in that. And I'm also a little disappointed because, again, we're ending this at a time where he dropped that first part of that song, which is a banger. And I'm like, oh my God, all the idiots are going to act like Drake won because that first part is a banger. In my opinion, that first part is a banger. So now people are gonna try to act. Real hip hop heads and everybody that really listens, understands music, everybody knows Kendrick is winning right now. Now now these other lame dudes are gonna act like because Kendrick, because at the time Drake going last, oh, he won, or because that song in the beginning was a banger, and again the middle part was pretty dope too. Now they're gonna try to act like he won. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that. Kendrick throwing haymakers and Drake was throwing jabs, is what Billy Badass says. So at this point, I'm annoyed, right? And then about 30 minutes later, something amazing happens. I'll see you guys on part 6.